2.
Hey, I'm BKP, and it's time for Team FYN Sports at Circuit World at Blairsville. This is not Blue Ridge. That's Wednesday night, right, Richie? Blairsville tonight. So we'll start all over. Team FYN Sports at Circuit World of Blairsville presents Union Panthers Playback. I want to thank Domino's Pizza and Pepsi for providing the meal and drinks tonight. We're here with head coach of the Union Panthers, Brian Allison, defensive linebackers coach, Chambers. Who is on the? Everybody on the? No, we got
just two.
So I forget. All right, your name again?
Logan.
Logan. Okay. Number 18 receiver, senior Logan Dyer, and I got you. Number 65 left tackle, senior Hunter Hogsett. I got that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we're talking. Let's go over a couple things first. The Panthers coming off a 47-7 loss to Greater Atlanta Christian. That was an opening region game. Panthers are headed over to play the East Hall Vikings. Game time 7:30. East Hall's coming off a 42-14 win over Lumpkin County. Let me give you everybody else what they're doing in the region Friday night, and then we'll get started. Other 3A Region 7 games Friday night. Fannin Rebels will host Greater Atlanta Christian. Dawson County Tigers have their first region game of the season. They'll host the North Hall Trojans, and Lumpkin County has a bye week. Coach, okay, Greater Atlanta Christian come up here. Let me ask you first right off, how's all the guys on the team? A lot of guys went home sore. It's just a fact. A lot of guys went home sore. A lot of ice. A lot of people wrapped up. Can you give us some kind of injury reports, game time decisions, and how everybody's doing?
Right now, we're pretty much game time decisions on most everybody. We got a couple of guys, and all of them were. Logan got rolled. RJ got rough punting. He got rolled. Cole made a cut, and strained his foot. Jackson, who will be on here in a few minutes, fell and got a little crack in his elbow. It was just really freak stuff that went on, and it's just a part of football and a part of the game.
Well, how disrupting is now? We're gonna be nice about homecoming. That's going to be me, okay? So I'm not going to bring that up. But homecoming was Friday at night. How disrupting? Lightning strike. Get down to 5 minutes to play in the first quarter. Another break with the lights going out, and then a homecoming night. That was a long night for the guys.
It was a long day. It was a long week, and but once again, it's a part of the game. These guys that are seniors, it's their fourth year going through it now. They haven't gone through a rain delay and power outage and the light delay, so you'll have to ask them how it affected them. But I think we played hard. That was a really good football team that we played Friday night.
Yes,
and as a football team that probably needs to be in a higher classification. Probably needs to be in a different environment than in public school football.
Okay, well, that is a okay. We'll come back to that in just a minute.
What?
It's the truth.
We'll come back to that in just a minute. Coach Chambers. Actually, I've known you longer than the rest of the guys here. Coach.
We've known each other for a while.
Yeah, a little while. Coach Chambers, linebackers coach. First game of region, playing GAC. I heard what Coach said, and that's actually, I'm going to say, a popular sentiment around the region, and a lot of coaches talk about that. But that being said, you weren't able to really put anything together to stop these guys, and but how did that, in a roundabout way, did this help the defensive backs in a way? Are you able to work on some things this week that you weren't able to see in the first four games? Some real speed, some different schemes.
Right. Well, just Friday night, there were some guys that got in there and got some reps that normally don't get as many reps there on a Friday night because we had a couple of our inside guys go down with injuries, so we had to shuffle some people around. But yeah, definitely, it got some people some Friday night playing time against a really good football team. And there's some other kids that we're looking to step up and play Friday night, which will help as we move toward the end of the season, the second half of the season. I definitely think it will. The silver lining is I believe it will help because you're just getting more kids on the field, and I think that always helps.
You said something about that the other night after the game. You told the guys, hey, when this young man gets a little roughed up and he's got his shoulder in ice over here and he's got his foot wrapped up, the next guy's got to be ready to step up. You talked to him about that. How did that come into the conversation today at practice as the next guy having to step up?
They did. I mean,
Yes.
they did today, and you know, I mean, obviously we got some situations where Logan has 3 years of starting experience, and the guy that's replacing him has not a game. But the kid stepped in and did a nice job. The same thing with the linebacker for RJ, and you know, for today, and so, you know, I think these guys that we practice backup situations, and just like I'm assuming everybody does. So these guys are stepping in there. It may not be quite as sharp. It may not be quite as crisp, but these guys are going to bust their butts, and they're going to do the best they can do.
I watched Cole on the sideline calling the timeout, pointing down at his foot. Is he a game time decision, Coach? Mm-hmm. He is? Okay. Guys, let me ask you, playing a team like that, first let me start with you, Logan. Logan Dyer, 18 receiver, senior. You have played you've been starter for 3 years. Talk about playing a team like that Friday night. I mean, what you guys are up against there. I mean, I for one, I understand what Coach said earlier. You know, maybe they should be playing up, but that pushing that aside, playing a team like that.
Playing a team like that, going from the teams that we have been playing against and going to them, it's extremely different, especially with like a lot of them being Division I athletes. Like, we're almost playing like college football against those guys. It's a whole different force of foot, like brutal kind of football. Like, they got more speed, they're got a lot more size, a lot stronger than half the teams that we're going to be playing, and it's an incredible type of football that they just play, and it's tough.
What's the attitude of the team today after that loss? What's the attitude? Everybody regroup, because you're playing a good team. You're playing another good team Friday night. I mean, it's not GAC, but we're talking about East Hall. The lowest they've put on the board is 42 points out of 5 games. So they know how to sling the ball and put it on the scoreboard. And you guys do too. But what's the attitude today at practice?
We shook off that loss against GAC. It's a good team. We just shook it off, and we focused on East Hall. Like, it's just the next game. We focused on the next game. We got better at practice today, or whoever practiced, and like next man up, like Coach Allison said. And they worked hard today at practice, and we're just getting ready for East Hall and maybe getting that second spot in the region. Like, it's where we're going, game at a time. We focused on East Hall today.
Let me tell Hunter. Let me ask you the same thing. Left tackle. You're a senior. Obviously, again, we know the quality football team, and you guys are a good football team. I watched a lot of you guys play a lot of football. You guys are all good football players. Okay, you're a good team, got a very good program. But going with GAC, we know their program coming up. That was a tough game Friday night. So what was it like out there trying to at least give your quarterback some time, give your running back some room to run?
Well, sorry. It was a little challenging at first, just trying to adjust to like the size of some of their players, especially the Henson brothers. They were massive, and it was a little shocking at first just because they're just very good athletes. But I think we adjusted better. Like, we were just outmanned a little bit because of their size and their ability. But we adjusted well to it. It was the most difficult defensive line that the offensive line has seen all, like, my 4 years of being there, besides Cedar Grove last year during playoffs.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I was down Cedar Grove.
Yeah.
Locust Grove, right? What is that?
Cedar
Grove. Cedar, yeah. That was pretty. Those were all pretty big boys that came out there that day. Coach, going over to see East Hall, coming off this loss, but still, you got some film of a lot of speed. Your guys, experience or not, got to see speed, got to see a lot of different schemes. Tell us what you're up against with East Hall. What kind of game you plan to see over there?
Well, they've got a lot of speed. They got a big fullback. Fullback is he's a big part of what they do. quarterback does a great job running the offense. He throws the ball really well. He reads his concepts. He seems to read them really well. So we've got to make sure that we put ourselves in the right position, make our guys and put our guys in position to be successful so that they can have a chance. We can't be out of place defensively and make plays on their guys, or we'll have problems tackling them. And that's what happened to us last year. We weren't in great positions on defense. You know, offensively last year we moved the ball well, moved it up and down the field, I thought, and you know, we're going to have to do some of the same things this week. We're going to have to take care of the blocking and take care of throwing and catching and running, and you know, we'll see where it's at. They're a good football team, but what these guys do in the off season, in their weight training, you know, and conditioning, that's what they do, all this for games like this one coming up. And you know, that's what this whole high school football thing's about.
You know, I'm looking forward to Friday night. I always do. I say it live on the air. I tell people every day, if the good Lord's willing, I'll be on sideline somewhere till I can't be on there anymore. Before we go to our break, guys, we got one more guy we're going to bring in. One more of our Panther players are waiting out there for our next segment. But I will say this. Let's Logan, let me start with you. Like, when you came to practice this week, I always ask everybody every week, what did you focus on in practice today, and say, I could do better, I want to work on, I want to prepare me. What was that for you today that you said you want to work on?
You're talking about last week or this week?
When you come to practice every morning, Monday, my opinion, all right, Coach hasn't actually validated this or anything, but it's my opinion is every time on Monday when you come in, you need to be saying to yourself, I want to work on this. I want to strive to do better here. You know what I'm saying? Yes, so what did you say that about yourself?
Reading defenses, I guess. That helps me a lot with running routes and getting open a lot. That way I give a lot better looks for Cole to throw the ball. And like defenses, I can, if I read if it's man or zone, I can usually tell the difference whether or not I need to do a speed cut or a hard cut on a 5-out or whatever. Just getting open really is the key. So I really try to focus on the defense, learn the defense and how I'm going to get open and stuff like that, and just apply that to the game and help Cole make easier throws.
How about you, Mr. Hogshead? What did you say today that you wanted to work on personally yourself?
Today I worked on my pass set, trying to get quicker off the ball and get to the outside man faster instead of having to struggle. Coach Allison helped me with that actually a couple weeks ago, and I've been trying to apply it more with going with the 60 set to go vertically back instead of turning when the outside guy cuts out. But if I can get better with that, which I am getting progressively better with it, I think the line on the left side will look a lot better with passes, and I give Cole more time.
Well, guys, glad to have you. I know I don't know who has to leave. We have another Panther player waiting right on the other side of this break to join us, and that'll be Jackson Caldwell. He'll be with us right on the other side of this break, and we'll continue our conversation with Coach Chambers and head coach Brian Allison with the Union Panthers. Again, we want to thank Circuit World up here in Blairsville for hosting us every Monday night, Domino's Pizza for the meal, and Pepsi for the drinks. And we'll be back right after these messages.
Days Chevrolet in Jasper is dropping the hammer. Over $11,000 off MSRP on new Silverados. Just look what we've done to the price on this new LT Crew Cab. Save over $11,000 and pay just $32,500. And Days Chevy is dropping the hammer in a big way on all new Chevy Malibus. Save over $6,500 and pay just $17,900. The savings are real and they're big at Days Chevrolet in Jasper.
Better days ahead, Days Chevrolet.
Find new roads.
Ace is your helpful place for paint and home goods, tools, outdoor living, and lawn equipment. But did you know Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge is a little bit more? We have hunting rifles and accessories for your next hunting trip. We have Amish furniture imported directly from Ohio. And we have Ace Custom Woodworks for all your custom wood project needs, from cabinets to artwork. Ace Hardware of Blue Ridge. We have your new house in stock.
The Tupelo Tea mission is to provide over 80 premium tea blends for tea lovers who are looking for ways to explore new flavors and blends. Come visit Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge at Sycamore Crossing. Be sure to sample our various varieties of honey and tea. Visit us on the web at tupelotea.com or call us at 706-946-TEAS. That's TEAS. Tupelo Tea, located in beautiful downtown Blue Ridge.
Circuit World, brand name merchandise at unbelievably low prices. Furniture, appliances, and electronics. Circuit World is locally owned and operated, serving the tri-state area. Circuit World has highly trained professionals to help. Visit your hometown Circuit World today. 3 locations in Georgia: Ellijay, Blue Ridge, and Blairsville, Franklin, and Murphy, North Carolina. No credit checks, so let Circuit World deliver to you today.
All I do is win, 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 no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough. And every time I step up in the building, everybody hands go up. And they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there. Cause all I do is win, win, win. And if you going in, put your hands in the air, make them stay there. All I do is win, win.
Hi, I'm Casey McGraw, the General Manager of Schottenkirk Ford. We're going to start doing something here at Schottenkirk that we're really excited about. You may have already noticed our Facebook page, the new edition of the 360-degree videos. This allows the user to control the video in virtual reality and see it from any angle you choose, simply by moving your device or scrolling with your finger or your mouse. At Schottenkirk, we've decided to take this groundbreaking technology and apply it to the car shopping experience. Now, if you're interested in a new truck, a family car, or a brand new convertible Mustang, you can simply log on to our Facebook page or our YouTube page and see it for yourself in full HD 360-degree detail. Or contact one of our sales associates who will send you the link directly. If you like what you see and want to take it for a test drive, simply stop on by and take it for a spin. At Schottenkirk Ford, we're committed to not only keep up with new market technology, but we strive to be innovators, while always keeping your comfort and convenience as our #1 priority. So follow us on Facebook, check out our new 360 VR videos, and let me know if there's anything I can do for you.
Hey, we're back, and this is Team FYN Sports and Circuit World. Blairsville presents Union Panthers Playback. Again, we want to thank Domino's Pizza and Pepsi. We're here with head coach Brian Allison, defensive linebacker coach, Coach Chambers, and we have now number 32 linebacker. He's a junior. Jackson Caldwell's with us, and Mr. Hogsett has left, but Mr. Dyer stayed here with us for the second part of our show. Again, let me just go over. The Panthers are heading over to play East Hall Vikings. Game time 7:30. They have started the region play 42-14 over Lumpkin County. I think they're the Warriors. Coach Chambers, let's talk about that. Let's go into the defensive side a little bit. This will be the second week in a row you faced a team that does light up the scoreboard. Mm-hmm. Your defense, first 4 region games, hasn't really faced high-powered offenses that light up the scoreboard. So what are we working on this week? What did we take away from last week to get ready for these guys?
Well, I think Monday is always a day where we try to work on our fundamentals. We try to introduce the team that we're going to play and some of their key formations and key run plays, key pass plays. But the big thing with East Hall is trying to make them drive the ball. They're a big play offense, so we need to keep the ball in front of us. We need to make them drive the ball, and when we have opportunities, to create plays on the defensive side of the ball. We need to make those opportunities. But like Coach Allison said, the big thing with East Hall is they're so athletic, they're so skilled, their coaches do a great job. It's not getting out of position, making sure that we tackle well. It's just all those little things that you work on in the off season, you work on in the summer and in camp. But we definitely have a challenge ahead of us because they're a good football program and they do a great job down there.
Let me talk to you, Jackson Caldwell. You're a linebacker, same question for you on the defense. This is a team, they know how to light up that scoreboard. What about you guys? What did you guys see Friday night from speed, like GAC? What are you guys already looking at this week that you got to contain these guys? Your defensive, are you guys going to be ready back there?
Definitely. Our coaches always put us in that position to always be ready. But speed-wise, it's definitely going to change. The first 4 games were kind of slow. I could read it more. But now we're going to have to focus and just read it better. So, yeah.
Okay, let's switch over to you, Mr. Dyer. Same thing with you on the offensive side. You're going to see a team that picks up the offense faster. You're going to start seeing teams that pick up your plays. Your defense you were opposing early on in the season maybe didn't pick up the things that you were getting ready to do, some of the plays. Are you guys adjusting to that? Are you ready for some of this defensive speed on the offensive side as a receiver? You'll be getting downfield. You're going to have guys that can actually cover you.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit different going from the first couple of games to GAC, obviously, and East Hall. And quite honestly, I don't think anything's going to be better than GAC's defense, but East Hall's defense is definitely going to be a challenge too. But I don't think we're going to have trouble getting started and driving down the field. I mean, we have Brian Allison in there now. I think he's going to take over the offense really well. What little I saw of him in the GAC game, whenever Cole got hurt, he picked up right where Cole left off and drove down and scored against GAC, and I think that's going to help us a lot too. Just Pearson getting in, stepping in there, and doing how he's going to do. And I don't see us changing anything for East Hall, and I think we'll be able to drive down on them.
Let's talk about that a minute, Coach. Brian Allison. I thought he did an outstanding job stepping in. I really did. And I mean, and it's not the first time. I watched him last year. He's had an opportunity in several games last year when the score got stretched out a little bit, and you were able to bring him in and get reps. So he's gotten reps in the pass, played a lot of the JV. But I thought actually he had the only touchdown pass the other night. He had the 7 points. He got that touch. He rolled out. I think it was left and got the guy right on the corner of the end zone. But I thought he came in and really operated well under the pressure with the kind of team we were playing.
Yeah, he did. He did some good things. I was proud of what he did, and I don't have a full answer for it, but he came in and it didn't seem to faze him, or it didn't seem to bother him, and he's a little different than Cole. Cole takes care of things with his feet, and he can throw it, and Pearson's kind of I don't know exactly how to describe him. I mean, he just steps in and plays it. He doesn't have any emotion, and he just steps in and plays. And I don't know. It's strange he's done it that way forever. So
I was watching him on the sideline. It just way out there. He just had that look like, I know they're coming after me.
Yeah.
I know they're coming after me, but I'm here and I'm gonna play to the end of this play. And
I think if Cole's out Friday, I think he can step in and be an adequate
yes,
replacement for him, and I think that he has the respect of his teammates, and I don't believe it's necessarily anything about him. I think he wants to win.
I could not agree more. Like I said, I had an opportunity to see him several times play where you got comfortable in an area where he was able to come in and get some reps last year in some good games. So he has the experience.
It wasn't like, now he's been playing on defense for 4 weeks too, so it wasn't like he was fresh.
No, I understand. Yes,
so
yes.
I think that was a big key for it. Had he been standing there, for 4 weeks and not getting in the action, I think it would have been a little different. But with him being on defense, I think that helped a good bit.
Let me ask you, Jackson, what I ask every player this week. What are you working on? What did you come Monday today to practice say you needed to work on personally yourself?
Personally, I just need to work on the pass game this week. Basically, we're going to stop the run, make them pass, draw back, pick six, whatever I have to do.
Whatever you got to do, right? If you got pick six, take six. Let me give a rundown before we make sure I got enough time here, because we always like to let you know what's going on. We're talking 3A Region 7 football, and we tighten up every week, get a little tighter on where we're at. So we've got the Panthers are heading over to play East Hall. They're going to be away. Vikings, game time 7:30. Want you to travel over there. Travel over there and support the team. Be with them Friday night. Other games around the region. Fannin Rebels host Greater Atlanta Christian. I don't want to say anything. I'll get to find out Wednesday night what that coach thinks of the upcoming game. Dawson County Tigers have their first region game of the season. They host the North Hall Trojans, and Lumpkin has a bye. And let me just go over here. North Hall did win their first game of the region. Greater Atlanta Christian won their first game. East Hall won their first game. Fannin dropped their first game. I think that was over to North Hall. They dropped their first game. Lumpkin dropped their first. And Union County dropped their first in the region. And Dawson is yet to play. Folks, Coach, any last thing? How this team, what are you seeing in this team that's a little different maybe in the past teams? These guys here, I like to ask that. What are some of the different things? Because every year these guys start developing, maturing, halfway through the season.
It's funny how you see how different teams work and how their work ethic is. This team works as hard as any team we've had, and it's a funny thing because Mondays in the years past, Mondays have been a horrible practice day. This year, Mondays have been great, and they've come out focused, on top of their game, and doing what they're supposed to do, and Tuesdays has been the same way. And last week, Wednesday was a great day. So I think our work ethic and our practice effort is getting better and may be the best of any team we've had in a long time. And so I think that's one trait that this group has. And they want to win. They're competitors. They play together. They're a good group. It's still very similar to the groups we've had in the past. So they're all kind of like, each one will have a little different tweak here or there.
Hey guys, as the season goes on, you feel the team's getting stronger based on your preseason training and your summer training and all your workouts and strength conditioning. Do you guys feel stronger every game?
Definitely, yes sir.
Yes sir.
Well guys, I wish you well over at East Hall Friday night. Don't forget, Team FYN Sports always promoting and highlighting young athletes in a positive way. We can't wait to watch them and all the other teams around the region this Friday night. And don't forget, you can always follow our games on Twitter on Friday night. Follow us. We'd like for you to go like our Facebook page, Team FYN Sports Facebook page. Go like that, and then you can always see every time we have live shows or we have any events going on about the sports. And also on Twitter, follow us at Team FYN Sports. I'm your host, BKP. You've been watching Union Panthers Playback from Circuit World in Blairsville, Georgia. And thank you, Pepsi, for the drinks and Domino's for the pizza. And now I just have to worry about where I'll be tomorrow night. Right, Richie? There you go. Take us out here, buddy.